Our oceans cover over 75% of the planet that we live on and are home to many different animals. The ocean is perfect for boating, fishing, diving, tourism, and everything in between. Last year set records for tourism in the state of Florida, with a whopping 113 million tourists visiting the state, coming to see everything from the Miami beaches to Key West and everything in between. This record tourism also proved record sales for fishing licenses, with 1.7 million recreational licenses sold in the state of Florida, bringing in an astonishing $37.5 million to state and local governments. Florida is also the home to over 11,000 commercial fishermen. The sales of these licenses created over $2 million in revenue for the state of Florida. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, 30% of the $96 billion seafood industry in the United States comes from the state of Florida. As these numbers prove to be beneficial to the state of Florida, they're very harmful for the effects of our oceans. Our oceans are suffering from littering and overfishing, as well as many other issues.
Hello.
Doing that, that's littering.
I've noticed that if you throw something into a water body like a lake or an ocean, that the next day you come back and it's gone. So somehow it takes it away and filters it through and it just cleans it up like a garbage compactor or whatever. So it's not really littering if you ask me. It's fine, the water's going to wash it all away, sweetie.
Every year, approximately 100,000 turtles and marine mammals are killed each year by plastic litter, such as dolphins, seals, and whales. Plastics are also the most common man-made objects spotted at sea, with the average of 18,000 pieces floating in 1 square kilometer. And one plastic bottle taking up to 450 years to decompose. A recent study by the World Economic Forum shows that 32% of all plastics will end up in the ocean. That's equivalent to dumping 1 garbage truck full of plastic into the ocean every minute. By 2030, this number will double if nothing is changed. And by 2050, there will be more plastic in the world's ocean than there are fish. But pollution is just the beginning of the problems that plague our oceans today. Overfishing is also a big issue that needs to be addressed in our world's oceans. Seen here, the Goliath grouper, which has been way overfished in the past by up to 95%, has made a large comeback in recent years after a no-kill policy has been enacted. A modern-day example of overfishing can be seen in sharks. Some species have even declined by up to 98% in recent years. If nothing is done to help save our sharks, our ocean's food chain will collapse and could possibly tear itself apart. In conclusion, our beautiful ocean is home to many of different species throughout the world. If humans fail to realize how we are harming our oceans, it may become too late to save this vital food source and tourist destination hotspot.